Alright, so I just want to make a quick video on the Praxic Blade lightsaber exotic sword. And these are a couple of techs that you can do inside of both PvE and PvP, although this video is going to be focused mainly on PvP. Just explaining to you guys how this sword works is that the left click can one hit inside of PvP, and the heavy attack cannot. It deals around 150 damage. However, there's two versions of the heavy attack. The one I just showed you is the tap fire version, which looks like this. So basically, it bounces around walls and it actually can track on targets very aggressively. The other version is what happens when you hold the heavy attack. So it looks like this. As you can see, it does have a whirling visual effect. And the difference between the normal version and this version is that whenever you're holding the heavy attack, it doesn't actually track. The lightsaber doesn't track to enemies anymore, but it deals a lot more damage. And inside of PvP, it can actually one-hit guardians. So yeah, that's the basic of the sword. So you have the left click and you have the two right clicks. And I know there's like combos that you can do inside of PvE, but I'm a PvP player, so I only care about PvP stuff, and it will consume way too much ammo inside of PvP to do that. So yeah, moving on to Weave Walk on Strand Warlock. There are a couple of things that you can do. The first one is that whenever you're Weave Walking, you cannot actually get out of Weave Walk, but with the Praxic Blade, you can actually light attack or heavy attack out of Weave Walk.
I didn't have Weave Walk. If I had Weave Walk there, I would have.
And with that said, you can actually Weave Walk while you're throwing the sword as well. So instead of just waiting for the lightsaber to come back, you can actually Weave Walk in between. And then when it comes back, you can just use it, light attack or whatever. But yeah, normally if you try to swap weapons while you throw your lightsaber, it just disappears midair. So that's why you kind of want to do that. And another cool thing that you can do with Weave Walk is that you can actually block or deflect damage still while Weave Walking. So I'm going to show you guys a clip inside of PvP where you can Weave Walk and still deflect bullets. Now obviously in PvE this does nothing because you don't actually take damage when you deflect with the lightsaber. But inside of PvP, you still take damage. So with Weave Walk, it just amplifies your damage resist. And, if the enemy's still dumb enough to shoot at you, then, you can just deflect the damage back at them.